Hello everyone. So today we are going to study about the fourth question, that is the critically comment on the dramatic function of the ring in Abhijnana Shakuntala. So we are going to study about the ring, right? That token of remembrance, but we are going to give our view in the critical manner. It means like more like negative way. Okay, so the first para, okay, you can start with the same thing. You can start ahead, like you can start with the introduction of the introduction. In the introduction, what you can mention about Vijnanam Sakuntalam, then what is it, and then you can also write about the Kalidasa, right? So, beginning with the first para is the ring in a Vijnanam Sakuntala by Kalidasa. The title signifies the rejection and acceptance of Sakuntala by Dushyanta, and in the signet ring plays a dominant role. So, you can also write that the ring is the symbol of remembrance, and it is also a very dominant part in the whole Abhiganam Sakuntalam, because due to the ring only they reunite and they also separate from each other. Then well, it is hard to believe that push it, huh? Then it is also very hard to believe, as everyone say that love is the strongest emotion, and suppose if you really madly love someone, and if your love is true, then it is very hard to forget all the feelings, right? So that's why it also raises one question, that 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 how come just by a curse of says Durvasa, someone can forget feeling of for that particular person whom they love. So it raises the question on love of Dushyanta, that what kind of king he was, because he made his girl that to like secretively by Gandharva Vivah, then that girls become pregnant, and when and at the end, due to the curse of Rishi Durvasa, he forget that he forgets that yeah, I literally love this girl, right? So it raises one question, that was the love of Dushyanta was pure or not, right? So you can write this introduction, then that thing, and then you can explain it, that when he forgot that who was Shakuntala and all, he forgets that who was Shakuntala and all, and then he didn't remember her until he didn't see that token of remembrance. So you can write that. After that, you can also raise one question on Rishi Kanva. So the carelessness of Rishi Kanva, this heading you can make. So as you know, the Shakuntala was a very beautiful and admirable girl. She was so beautiful, just like her mother Menka, like any Apsara, right? So how come a dad or a father can leave his daughter all alone when she is that beautiful, right? And innocent also. So it also raises the question that how is it possible, and what kind of father Kanva was. As you know, that we read in the starting that Kanva went to a Tirth Yatra, right? Because Sakuntala had some kind of ill fate or something. So that's why Kanva went for Tirth Yatra. But he forgets that, and he kind of comes after a long time and all. And Sakuntala was so innocent, and also it is not right that you are leaving your daughter all alone. That is not right, right? So you can write this question also about Rishi Katwa. Then you can write about Durvasa, because we have to write negative points, so we will mention that only. So you can write Durvasa's curse, and then you can explain the whole curse incident, that a sage is supposed to be calm, a sage is supposed to give blessing to other. How come sage is that much short tempered that he gives curse to anyone if they are not paying attention to him, right? Yes. Suppose, because see, when we imagine a sage or a guru or a rishi, we have the image of these and calm people, right? So how come or what kind of that sage was, who literally gave her that much big curse just because she couldn't pay attention to him, because he was preoccupied. She was preoccupied by someone's thoughts. So how is it even possible? So you can write this thing, right? So you can raise this question and then you can write about the ring, right? Critically examine of ring, then you can write that what was the importance of ring. Then you can also write that Shakuntala didn't pay attention to little details, as you know that Shakuntala was preoccupied when. So that is fine. See, being in love is fine, but if you are only thinking about one person, you are ignoring the whole world, then it is not so fine. So you can write this also, and with this you can add, and then in the conclusion you can just write all the things that you have mentioned earlier. So a small point I plus add your own perspective if you have, then that's it. Mention that you will write true points, because like this it will take less time, it will be organized, presentable, and I think it will help for you also and for the checker also. So 5 point you can see introduction, then after introduction, that was the love of Dushyanta pure and not, then carelessness of says Kanva, then furious Durvasa, and then you can make that ignoring the whole world due to love, Shakuntala's point that she didn't do that. Then importance of ring, that you can say but that slipped away, and so that incident you can also write, and then yeah, that's it. So critically, and then at the end give conclusion that. So it was very hard, because how can a person or a person or your lover can forget you just because of he is under the influence of some kind of curse. So you can write it plus, and then give the whole intro, like summarize everything that you have written, everything summarize that in like around 7 lines. So that's it. So yeah, and that's we are done with it.